Hello and welcome to another World of Warplanes video with me, Sir 10 Death. Quite recently I reviewed the Tier 3 Russian plane, the I-17 early model, and it leads on to two possible options, the I-16L and this one I'm reviewing today, the I-17, the Polikarpov I-17, a Tier 4 Russian fighter. Now, many of you who've watched my videos will know that when I'm not dropping bombs from high above the ground, I like to play turn and burn planes, and on paper, this should suit me down to the ground. As normal, I'll be showing some footage and playing in the background while I chat about what the plane does well and maybe what it doesn't do so well. When you get the plane as a stock configuration, it has four 7.62mm guns mounted on the wings, which are, well, they've dispersed a little bit, but four of them is not bad, and they have an extremely rapid rate of fire of 1500 rounds per minute with a 440 meter range. So theoretically, even out of the box, this is quite an effective little fighter to play with. When it's upgraded, which mine is, it also has a hub mounted 20mm gun as well, so it can have quite devastating firepower. Hit point wise, a little bit on the low side. It comes in with 130 hit points, which at tier 4 is slightly low, not massively so, but a little bit lower, so you have to maybe, adapt to that a bit. But that's because it's a lightweight, highly maneuverable plane. It's more about getting in and out of combat quickly. So the game's just started here, and I'm just going to head off and try and get myself some early combat going on, see what we can do. On paper then, its manoeuvrability rating is 86, which is nice for my style of play anyway, with a turn of 8.5 seconds, which is really nice as well. Its recommended altitude is significantly lower than what I'm flying right now. It's supposed to be most effective around 600 meters. It's quite a low level fighter, but I normally like from the start of a game just to get a little bit of altitude, then drop it down on top of people if possible, so I tend to raise a little bit above the ground. It also gives me the option then that if there are high level defense planes, I'm already sort of halfway to them, so I can maybe go to work on them if they're nearer. So I'm just trying to get into the gameplay here and see what we can do then. It's not the quickest plane in the world, but it's also no slouch either. You'll see that when it's going on the flat, when I'm not boosting, it's doing about a little bit short of 300 kilometers per hour. So let's get those guns to work and look at this. Wow, that's the first guy just torn up apart there. It's spinning around with that high maneuverability, dropping behind somebody else. This guy's focus firing on another target, so I can just go to work on him. And look how fast that hit point bar has just vaporized. Now these are just bot planes, these are just the defense planes, and they're looking the other way, so it's probably not the perfect example of somebody trying to get into a dogfight, but it's already showing what these guns can do when you get them on target. So already now I'm going to off to the next area, just having a quick check of the scores there, how we're doing. Yeah, so when it's boosted, it's got a 6-second boost, which is fairly standard for low tier fighters. That's quite normal. And as I said, it's not the fastest plane, but it's also not the slowest. So let's just go and see what we can do next. Already then, we've taken a little bit of initiative in this game. We've got one of the areas under our control, and therefore we're starting to get some points on the board at the top of the screen. Just trying to catch up with the gameplay. Yeah, there we go. We've got somebody else in our sights now, and he's turning this way. And that's perfect for a plane like this one. He's actually turning, looking the other way, and he gives us the flat side of his lower fuselage. And then we've got that. This is on the rear of a heavy fighter, and that heavy fighter has just been pulled apart in a matter of seconds with these powerful guns. This is a really nice plane. It's got a nice balance of maneuverability and decent guns. Now I'm just trying to get on the tail of this guy. Let's just drop in behind him. I'm going to work a little bit to get him. Now we've got him on our sights now, there we go. Grade 5 fighter award, 2,000 combat points, and we would have been playing the game a couple of minutes. Attack fighter coming in. This is perfect for attack fighters if it can just slow your plane down, which I'm trying to do now, dab the air brakes. I can't quite get him in one pass, so I've got the maneuverability to spin right round, but I've seen target of opportunity. Now, fighters are perfect for things like this. If you you might have a target in your mind that you really think, I want to get rid of this guy, but just as you're on a turn, you see somebody going past and you see that his hit point bar is very low. You can just think to yourself, you know what, I've got just the right aircraft to polish him off. There's the grade 4 fighter award now, just past 3,000 combat, and the flying warrior badge, and we're just going to finish off this air attack, ground attack aircraft. Got mixed up with my words there now. So already the team are well ahead. This game starting to already pan out like it's looking for a win, but I'm just looking for maximising what I'm doing this game, get those guns to work, pull down this guy's hit points. This poor chap, he's just kind of respawned. He's just coming back in towards the sort of capping circles, and because of the devastating power of these guns, before he's even got really into some combat, I've reduced his hit points down to well below half. So you can see what I said about this being a quick game. It's largely because we just had one of those teams where they actually took the bull by the horns and went and capped all the three areas. So we've got the score at the top just racking up very quickly. Now, I've already managed myself to get 5,000 combat points in this, and I'm looking for extra kills. And there's the Akamatsu medal. One of those. I've had a couple of those in the past. We've got a bomber up here now. It's hard work to get to a bomber because I haven't got any boost and I haven't got the speed, but I'm trying just to see, even though we've got him in their sights, you know, we have actually got him into our sights, even though before I stall, oh no, just going to stall a little bit, but I'm just going to try and gain a little bit of energy back. Can I get him back? Oh, another target of opportunity. He's going the other way, but I've got the maneuverability to drop in behind this heavy fighter, turn round, get on his rear end, and that's the end of the game already. Unbelievably, we actually just destroyed this game in what, 4 or 5 minutes. Flying Start Award, a fairly standard one. Hat trick for killing one of 3 different types of aircraft. Effective fire, this is all fairly standard stuff. Subject get all normal awards. Just a class 4 fighter because the game didn't last long enough, but finished first in the team overall. Got the Akamatsu medal and got the flying warrior badge as well. Let's just have a quick look at what we did in the hangar. That's nice. It's always nice to see a bunch of medals at the top of there. And this is a non-premium tier 4. How do we do in a non-premium? 54,000 credits in a non-premium tier 4 game that lasted 5 minutes is great, to be honest. You can't really complain at that. Would I recommend playing this? Absolutely. Yeah, the Russian low tier I-16E, I raved about that. The I-17, this one is a great little plane as well, and they lead into a couple of different lines, the Yak line and the LA line, and I'm planning on heading down the Yak line myself first because they're the more manoeuvrable, my style of play. As ever, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and please do share and subscribe. Thanks very much. Goodbye.